Greetings, my excellent friends. We are actually going to finish this game, not today, but, like, maybe. I don't think so. I would assume that there is more than a stream's worth of content in Baldur's Gate's endgame sequence. But we're still there. That's the point. We are about to go fry us an elder brain. That is so weird. It's weird. Alright, I'm gonna let this launch. I need to get up and shut a door, but I will let this launch. And yeah, I don't think there's anything we need to look at other than Gortash's parents, if they're still alive. So I think we just go there, and then we go to the Undercity, to the boat, to the Morphic Pool, I guess? Or can you go to the entrance to the Upper City? I don't know. Which ones... Do they both work, or is it just the underground one? The paper? It's not that interesting, generally. Well, I guess Gortash's death is news. You haven't gotten any inspiration? Well, what's your background? You need to do something that's in keeping with it. If you're a folk hero, go save a village from a tiger or something. If you're an outlander, I don't know, go take a shit in the woods. Now, I still don't know if there's actually a way to get this drawbridge down, which is a funny consequence, but it doesn't matter because we can fast travel. There was nothing in Rivington. God, I remember when it took like 3 weeks just to go through this little circle here. But, you know, they pack a lot of shit into a small spot. I guess the Gur camp would probably have new dialogue because we finished Astarion stuff, but it's like... I noticed that at the end of all of these quests, they bring the NPCs to you. Like, the Iron Hands might have been parked in this cave, but when you finish the Foundry, they come to you. The Gurs might be over here, but when you finish with Cazador's house, they come to you. They don't ever want... Well, they don't ever need you to go back to this map except to do Worm's Rock. We do have a Morphic Pool Dock fast travel, but I won't go all the way. Let's go to Lower City Central Wall. I need to remember where Gortash's parents are. Flim Cargo is their business, right? But it's not the warehouse. It's like... Or is it Flim something else? It's related to that, at least. Cobblers, that's it. But it's still Flim. Still Flim C. What if, and hear me out here, the Waking Sands return to the player instead? Imagine if Urianger was just standing outside at the end of every quest in ARR. Just like... Verily, I hath moved my feet in order to allow you to conclude this adventure with greater haste than before. At least that'd be better than talking to Minthara all the time. Not Minthara. What's the woman's name in 14? Min something. Right, thanks for that little outburst. And yeah, no, Minthara as Minphelia would be fantastic. Just, you know... Thancred says, so we've got this... So we have to deal with these primals, just... Why not simply kill all of the tribes? If there are no kobolds left, they can't summon their titan, can they? Rianjay gently taps her on the shoulder. Genocide is not the answer to everything. No, but it's the answer to this problem. Have you tried harnessing their power for yourself? Yeah, she'd end up being the Ascian. Where am I going? What am I doing? Confront the Elder Brain. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Where is Flim Cobbler? Because I don't think it has like an obvious locale.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The cutscene presumed I was at Basilisk Gate. Does it actually happen at Basilisk?
Those mortals were infected with tadpoles, and the Elder Brain triggered their transformation. Was it deliberate or accidental?
Sorry, who did they used to be? Yeah, I kind of want to do that. Hang on. I'm going to load, and I'm going to walk back through. I want to see what that looks like when it's not awkward and half broken. Because I can travel past the drawbridge without walking through the... without traveling through to the city. Yeah, that's the thing. We've killed all of the people responsible for holding her back. Which we should have maybe guessed would have been an issue, but like we had to do it, so... Thank you, Rizolka. Sorry, I'm distracted by very late game boulders. Hang on. Isn't this in the middle of... Uh-oh. Yeah, there's only 5 of them. How else could we get across here? Jump down from where? Because we're on the other side of the drawbridge. I need to load anyway because I haven't actually done my start of the day setup. And I wasn't expecting a fight before it. In either location, mind you. I wish for something right.
No.
patronage. The Condians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were
No door to
How
unhinged.
about we settle
My
on the
tools can
Gondians
fix
and
anything.
the Mortars invented them?
I've got a long road ahead.
I believe the steel watch is gone.
Crises!
I bet it was the cub.
Darling, it's very...
How the fuck?
Be so underhanded.
Sleep with one eye open, evil.
Stop!
Both.
Well, we're shopping for a suit.
It's because we already helped you fix it.
What's cooking?
There we go.
Well, not as bad as it could have.
Now,
At the ready.
could be from up here, perhaps.
Try to climb up on you madman.
You told me the armor was gone.
How else was I supposed to see the
Screw too loose. No door to unhinged. My tools can fix anything.
Yeah. Roofs could work. Or get across to there. Oh, as in there. Right.
Don't be shy.
Everybody group up except for the water elemental. You can sort yourself out in a moment.
Oh yeah.
Right, are the rest of you going to try that too? It seemed a little odd, but it worked.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
I think
As I
the
thought.
drawbridge is causing problems.
Have you met my hamster?
It's not actually stopping us from accomplishing what we're doing, so I don't care, but I think the drawbridge is simultaneously in the way while also not being in the way.
Looking ahead. Breathe deep and move.
Again, it didn't actually ruin the jump, it just made it look weird and prevented anybody else from following me. So. Yeah, we can go all the way up there. Is it going to follow now? Yes. Is it going to stop? No. Yes. No. Brilliant. Ba, ba,
Slow
ba.
down. Let's see.
We really do need to get some form of janitorial staff down here. There is some cleaning in need of doing. You see how out of the way I went just to not kill these 5 innocent fists? Aren't I a saint? But there we go. No path is truly insurmountable. Right, now time for the brain tantrum. Yeah, why not take care of the bodies of the patriarchs? Do they even know that the massacre has happened? 5 innocent fists in a western or a punk band. I don't know. I'd say whichever one gets there first.
Those mortals were infected with tadpoles, and the Elder Brain triggered their transformation. But was it deliberate or accidental?
Okay, I was gonna say that cutscene was pretty buggy because it played in the wrong area, but this time it didn't even play properly. It just cut itself off. I want to try that one more time. I know we're taking ages to do anything right here, but I just want to see if that is going to break again. We got the full speech earlier, so it's not a problem. And it's not that interesting of a speech, but yeah, as soon as because they turn into mind flayers, I guess, it ended the cutscene and started combat. This game is weird. Well, let's see if we get it again. My hands are off the keyboard, so if the cutscene skips, it ain't me. Yeah.
Tadpoles, and the Elder Brain triggered their transformation. But was it deliberate or accidental?
From bit. So the tadpole transformation does not give you clothes. We've also got a number of normal citizens who we don't
Quickly.
I don't think much for their survival chances, if I'm honest. Well, we saw the full cutscene. It's just that we saw it earlier in the stream at a different location before we fast traveled here, and then I was like, wait, if I was supposed to be here when that happened, I want to see when it happens in the right place. It's complicated. I've seen the full dialogue, it just, yeah. Oh, free of their...
Go on.
Or don't go on. Better. Run away, Reagan. Are you insane?! Stop punching the mind flayers!
2 arms! Wait, no. 2 swords!
Tactical.
I'm not reloading for Hoogie Sloan. Yeah, this one just wants none of anything. Like, so fuck you, I'm hiding on a roof. We can't even hit him.
My little trick.
I need to kill this one before he gibs another NPC. Reagan, Splint, and Dockworker Amphol seem content to just... line themselves up for it. Do you have a shot at meeting the Mind Flayer where it lives? No, you don't. What if you go all the way over here to the edge of your movement? No. I can't fly now.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
I'm just gonna have to see what it does, I guess. I'm gonna spend a level 4 spell on one cowardly mind flayer.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Go for the eyes, Boo!
One day I'll catch
No, but it's the principle.
Let's cut your fire, baby.
We'll see where it goes. Myrmidon isn't gonna have trouble getting up there eventually. Reagan, don't be a fool. Come here and die! Christ, oh, he's back. See, that's why we don't go up there. We don't need to. Well, that's an easy cutting words. That was awful. Feel awful about it.
Let's go.
Right. Well, we can't use Nirulna or a dock worker there will die.
Easy.
She did in fact critically hit for 1 damage.
This brain is breaking free. We must discover where it is hidden before that happens.
Reagan?
Normal folk die every day on these gallows, and there's naught about it in the broadsheet. But one lord dies, and it's all they bloody talk about.
You don't want to talk about the fact that you just punched an illithid in the face?
Don't waste a step.
The only reason you're alive is because it aimed at Hoogie Sloon. Where'd everybody else go? Everybody else, like, fled, but she is still here, just walking around. Trying to find the one that ran away, Fist Edge or whatever it was.
We're too poor to leave.
Where's your husband? He's gone.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I have the strangest memory of a fey-like.
There's more flaming fists on the streets than ever. Maybe they'll whip the
There he is.
They're too busy. I don't leave my house now when.
Just don't leave your house. Safer. I was like, what are all these little dots? That would be the livestock in cages that were not assisted by anybody.
That's not an answer. You're just trying to placate us.
The dude on his soapbox is gone. But everybody in front of Baldur's mouth is still there. So where are Gortash's parents? Because I don't have a label for the house and I would not know off the top of my head. Is it this one? I feel like it's past the wall. Sing a song of Baldur and he turned into a squid. He's ugly as fuck and yet still some people want to hit.
Stories, get them right here. The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals,
They've really made a meal out of the death of Gortash stuff.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic Baldur's mouth.
Shoddy journalism indeed.
I'll tell you how he died. Like 90 times.
Keep staring and you'll end up in the obituaries with Gortash. Get on your way.
I'd hoped the Gortash fluff pieces would stop once he went belly up. Turns out they just got more annoying.
Hello again, Squire. Fancy a have a gander at that.
I have just been encumbered by the news. Archduke Gortash dead. Who can protect Baldur's Gate from the Absolute? Metal imports plummet. Thieves can. Local rogues start scavenger hunt business. Council mobilizes Steel Watch for funeral preparations. No, they don't. There is no Steel Watch. Wait, why do we have his hand? I guess because we took his gauntlet, but what the shit? Karlach trophy. Because it could be brought to the tribunal. Oh, man. That's actually, that makes a lot of sense, but fuck. So you could do that. Wow, huh. Yeah. Huh.
Upon their return, the cat couldn't help but wonder whether the Tall One had finally decided how their die would be cast.
Will they? Classic without an ending.
Well, my hope is for a 20. Did we ever figure out why there's all these dead spiders in here?
How about we bake something?
Like dead men, sure, dime a dozen those, but
Remember?
fucks with the spiders.
Some amulets of absolutist rebuttal. Maybe an enchanted ring.
So that's Garlow's, that's not it. Is this house? It might be this house. Flim's Cobblers! I knew it. Isn't. They're still alive.
Pardon us, sir. This house is in mourning. Our son, the city's savior, Enver Gortash, was slain by absolutist conspirators.
Gods. Gortash has a mother. I assumed he sprang fully formed from a lich's arse crack or something.
Weren't you here when we met her? Maybe wearing a mourning dress, who knows?
We're closed for business today. Our son, our beautiful boy Enver, has been killed right before his prime. He was meant to be the Archduke, you know. Such senseless violence.
Gortash's dad. Same treatment as his mum, I guess.
I know what you did to your son. I know you sold him into slavery.
Goodness, what an accusation. You've got the wrong family. Enver's the light of our lives. He grew up right in these walls. First my apprentice, then savior of the city, and on to Archduke. Nothing untoward about it, I assure you.
You delve into his mind and find nothing. Like someone or something has drained his mind of all personality.
Damn it, Karlak, I was trying to do something violent here. She's like, no, 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 let me be part of... What was this about violence? I'm coming inside.
May he rest in peace, our lad.
Yeah, you too.
My goodness, what are you doing?
Sally, darling.
Where do I go from here?
Song of Ice and Fire. That's what this is.
Have to keep
I would say that's not an evil act. Does he react to it if you do that while he's alive? Yes. She asked you to. Well, there you go. I was not necessarily planning on doing it a brute force fight way, but that was the only option I had. I was hoping for like a cutscene stabbing or some shit. Anyway, I assume that there's no other Mind Flayer fights waiting to happen along here, and if there are, maybe we don't want to do them because staying away means they might not get turned. So, let's go to the Undercity. Well, let's go to the Undercity ruins and walk to the Morphic Pool dock. Just because there might be scenes along the way, and fast traveling straight to it is awkward, even if they do give you the option.
A dead and foul place. Only a villain would nest down in these tunnels.
Hang on. Weren't you living in the sewer?
Entirely different. That was foul only in its smells, and the way our water tasted. But it was home.
Fair enough, buddy. Home is where the heart is, anyway.
Ah, in that case, home is in my pocket, nestled on soft bed of flesh and fluff.
He wants them to keep suffering. His dad isn't suffering much. The guy's just void. It's the mother.
What's in here?
Do these things attack you if you're here when you're supposed to be? I imagine so. Like, the brain wouldn't want you to come visit. Man, this boat is a little anticlimactic. Once you enter this place, there is no turning back. You will no longer have access to your camp or to the items stored there. New players will not be able to join your party. Do you wish to proceed? I mean, we always knew this was going to be my endgame group. Anybody who knew Jaheira and Minsk were in the game before I did could probably have told you that this would be my endgame group before I was aware that that was going to happen. At least for a first playthrough. I can see myself letting them sit on the bench in future ones to use, you know, other characters, but I would say most people for whom Baldur's Gate 3 is their first game would grow attached to the new gang and would not want to replace them with latecomers. But most people who are legacy players would be like, oh, Minsk and Jaheira are here. Well, move over, everyone the fuck else. Depends on how tactically minded you are, because I will say that Jaheira, while I wish she was the most valuable member of the party, is a downgrade from Shadowheart in terms of raw potential. The party would be stronger with Shadowheart instead of Jaheira. Jaheira can do a lot, but Shadowheart had more valuable shit. Whereas, yeah, Minsk and Karlak I have zero complaints about. Proceeding.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
Why am I rowing? Uh-oh. Stalactite ahoy. Good shot. Here's how the hat managed to stay attached. Yeah, you can't have a standard party in a game like this because otherwise you'll never get the variants. Tail, just like a periscope.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Erase. Remove. Extinguish.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Like, for example, we haven't brought Gale, right? So I'm pretty sure that means there's one permutation of ending that we're not gonna have. We also don't have this Orpheus stuff done, which... I assume I haven't missed anything there, and that we're supposed to go here now.
With haste.
It's very nice that the Elder Brain only used telekinesis to break your boat and force you to swim instead of continuing to attack you with the falling rocks. Yeah, you know, well, gotta keep it cinematic.
What's inside?
Gotta keep it cinematic. Goods delivered upstairs. Terrazol, 6 pouches. Dream Mist, 14 vials. Wyvern Toxin, 2 bottles. G-Cube. GameCube? GameCube Lube? 2 double bottles. Basilisk oil, 3 bottles. Spectator eye, 1. Negotiations. The talks with those 3 are going nowhere. I don't know what they want, but I'm close to just cutting contact. No good comes from negotiating with the deranged. L. L? GQ Lube is very important for Jack Spock.
Waiting. Preparing. Calculating. Evolving.
It's a battle march on Minsk's Spore Skull. Stronger than before. Much stronger.
We draw near to its lair. We can only expect it to lash out.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
Communications from the Elder Brain. Thank you, Blue Moon. There is shit over there.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Funny that you say that.
On my way.
That's curious.
We are allowed it. Number of times I've been unable to jump somewhere, and then when I get Karlak over, the AI just finds the exact right position. Personal note. I don't know why I'm always the one being sent to smuggle goods into High Hall. I value my neck just as much as everyone else here, and those traps are just as dangerous as the day they were installed. It's only fair that I get a danger bonus for this work, so if you find this cash, it's because I'm keeping it here for my retirement. Right, well, considering what else is currently in this cave, I don't think you're alive if you've been here lately, so...
These boots have seen everything.
Don't feel guilty taking it from you.
Let's see what this does.
I thought we're at the very end of the game and we've still got a debris-strewn cave full of low-tier loot to look through. Like, you pick everything up out of habit, but really, you don't need to anymore.
Open up.
Like another Underdark area. We have Intellect Glutton, I think I saw there. That's a new one. Like an Intellect Devourer, but bigger. Listelia Drycelis. With a knitted toy bear belonging to Droralius. It's not quite as bad as the locker in KOTOR 1 with 5,000 credits in it when there are no more shops available in the game. But well, that is funny.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing here?
Working job with sister. Interrupted. Lost everything.
Quite literally, yes. How did you die?
Bound by monsters. Innocents. Colleagues. Transformed. Corrupted. Brains. Everywhere. Swarming. Overwhelmed.
Where is your sister now?
Heard screams. Other side of cave. Must find her.
How do I recognize your sister if I find her?
Take
Where are you from?
Abysal. Baldur's Gate.
The spell's
Well, we'll take the bear, I guess. Easiest to just go back here. Our elemental was with us there anyway.
Dominated. Controlled.
Stop talking shit! I guess that's there so that you can jump, but not really a very good setup. Right, well, whatever's over there, we ain't seeing it.
Chase. Devour.
Ah.
War is an old woman's game.
Leading me bullshit. I've just been going there on my own. Plans.
Into battle.
I smell blood. Easier.
No better moment.
Right, so the gluttons go boom.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel!
Yeah, huh? Promised victory? Guiding bolt. Nah, never mind. Oh, more! That admittedly did hurt a bit. But fuck it. These ones don't have turns right now.
This is the easy part.
My turn. to...
Well, we will short rest after this. Three more.
Well, so much for peace.
And since we're going to short rest after this...
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
Let's get out of the caustic brine. Does caustic brine burn? No. Actually, no, that's just dirt. Where's the caustic brine gone? Well, if it's gone, it's gone. There it is. It's sort of under the bodies. Does it burn? Yeah. Okay.
No time for mercy.
No, we only play Moira here. Yeah, look at those intellect of ours all leading you to this central location you have no choice but to go past. Makes sense why they weren't hostile, though. What a terrible time to summon us this would be.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
My little trick.
We're getting Tavern Brawler damage, but we're not getting actual hit. Huh? Oh, there it is. That's interesting. It's returning to her, but it's taking a while to do it.
Can't give up now.
That really should have killed Minsk, but alright.
This brain we go to bully. Who has suggested it is large? Wizard brain large? Boo brain large?
Like, as many boo brains as a mortal mind can fathom. It's an elder brain after all. You heard of those?
Of course! What is an elder brain?
Honestly, I'm not completely sure. But I know it'll be no match for you, me, and the hamster.
Of course! What is that? Of course I know what it is. What is it?
Thrall. Break control.
Wankety 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 wank. You're not gonna stop me, though.
Never wanted the easy path.
I won't take easy road.
What's hiding here? With a flick of the wrist.
Oh no. Oh no. Well. Yeah.
They didn't deserve this. No one does. Yet another reason to kill the brain.
Hastily written note. I'm sorry, Listelius. I held them off as long as I could. That thing, it's been digging into my mind like a burning wick melting a candle. Its voice cuts through my eardrums and into my spine. The others. What was done to them? I can't face it. You fought so hard to chisel our place into Baldur's Gate. Please forgive me for not being as strong. Get out of here for me, Geronimus. That is not what happened.
Let's move. What path lies before me?
Oh boy. Does anyone fancy a swim?
Let's have a look.
Apparently the Elder Brain is in fact an execute. This has been a Pokemon crossover all along.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
Why don't you come help? I think we found Gale's hat.
You think you know why you are here? You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me? You are wrong.
Fear me! I have a glowy triangle! Oh, hey!
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
Strength, intelligence, and constitution? None of those are my thing. I guess constitution's alright. Master the full might of your physical form, throw it into breaking through the defenses. Your mind is yours to command, block out all possibility of failure, and compel the brain to submit. You have survived this far. Trust yourself. Dom the brain. Good news, guys. We domed the brain.
By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
Oh, here's the dex and charisma. Nothing is immune to influence. Determined to master the brain. It's basically, hey, there's your 3 bad stats, here's your 3 good ones. Look at the difference here.
To build an army, I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
Damn it. Oh, I didn't need her to do that for charisma. We already have the Constitution one. Your resilience will not be shaken. Cast the spell again. You are strong. You are mighty. You will dominate the brain! Oh, we don't have it again. Difficulty class 30. Good lord. That's not good. Wait, we don't get the advantage? Only get it for one roll? Oh, well, I'm not blasting inspiration on something that can't win.
And you had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the astral prism? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
Were you a part of its plan?
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
No! Minsk of Rashiman has never bowed to a brain, and he will not begin today! Again!
Dominate the brain! Oh, hang on, what the fuck? Well, that's just not fair. Go again. One more. One more. And thus, you can get fucked. I don't know if that actually worked. It might be like a you're meant to fail check. Oh hey, you're helping.
This is not over.
I find it interesting that Minsk is the one who shouted out there. Game's struggling a bit under all the shit it has to load. Ooh, God. See that? you choose to work with Gortash, he will hold up his end of the bargain and he will join you there, at which point the brain will just kill him. I imagine Karlach would enjoy that. Okay.
I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Elder Brain. No longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve.
That's bad.
It has become something more. A nether brain.
So it's Dutch. Did you expect this?
I was as surprised as you were. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Oh. And off you shall fuck, I guess. We have received the Triune Netherstone, which has buried itself somewhere in my inventory. There it is. With all three stones combined, you can now cast Karsus's Compulsion. Where's that? Fused in a macabre and powerful union, three netherstones reflect the triarchy of the dead three, Murgle, Baal, and Bane. As in geometrics, the triangular shape proves more stable than any linear or other structure, and the wearer of this crown feels exquisite and tenebrous, the will to dominate flowing through them. It's not the crown. Level 9 enchantment spell. Channels the stone's magic to control the crown of Karsus and dominate the Netherbrain. The caster must channel this spell until their next turn for it to take effect. Ends if you're fucked with in any way. I don't see the spell as an actual castable. But anyway.
The Illithid lied about his nether pebbles. Only say the word, and Minsk will feed them to him.
Do you think we can win this?
I think you are thinking too much, my friend. That is why your brainworm grows fat, while mine own withers from starvation. You are a bard, are you not? Master of charms, and the only wit sharp enough to find rhymes for words such as courage, and victory, and Minsk. But if Minsk's words are not enough, then listen to those of one far wiser than he. there, my friend. You ask if Minsk thinks this battle can be won? Minsk and Boo have no need of thinking. Minsk and Boo know.
Sorry, motivational squeaking.
Gods! We were so close, darling. Impossible odds.
You hanging in there all right? Do we have time for one last kiss?
What were we doing again?
Fighting for our lives. Are you hanging in there all right?
Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain.
How about you?
Come. We are not beaten yet.
What do you think your children are doing right now? Fuck.
I have no idea. I left no parting words this time. They already know everything they need to. Besides, we're coming back. All of us.
What do you think of our chances?
This is not my first time fighting for the fate of this damned city. I thought I'd die in any one of the last 3 apocalypses. I have been wrong every time. Long may it continue.
Gods! We were so close.
So they do repeat. Interesting that Minsk had a class-specific line in his. Alright. I imagine we'll have Orpheus stuff to deal with now. We've got no Lae'zel, but this is the sort of thing where it's like, you know, for all that Lae'zel and Gale have stuff here, the only way to really see that through is if you choose to bring them for the entire end game, and this is the one situation where I don't think that takes precedence. Because I don't want to bring Gale and Lae'zel for my final party. That doesn't work. But we could free Orpheus now if we wanted. At least I think we... Do we have the hammer?
I'd love to, thanks.
Good. That would be awkward if it was in the camp chest.
Never a dull moment.
Or if Lae'zel had it.
Time to press ahead.
Oh, this is already open. We've been here before. I mean, we have been here before, but like the map has unrevealed itself. It changes if you bring both. Well, I would in a future run in which they were my actual planned party. Lae'zel has a pretty decent shot of being in my next one because Karlach won't be. Gale I would need to probably not play a spellcaster myself, so probably in my monk run, yes. My sorcerer run, no. But those are both theoretical. And they won't be streamed. The only thing that would make me consider streaming this again would be if it was a multiplayer thing. Just purely because it would take too long. Compared to all the other possibilities.
What's the story?
Can you get up there? You can. Nothing's too high for Karlach.
All right.
I don't know that there's much you could influence now. You certainly couldn't drag someone else into my party.
Let's get going. How much further can I go?
Here we are.
Something good here. I hope.
The question is, do we talk to the Emperor, or do we use the hammer, or do we both? If Lae'zel were here, I imagine she'd influence that.
The Githyanki's power will see us through.
One last time. Relax, Freagith with me one last time. I think we almost certainly have to free Orpheus for Lae'zel's sake. Her not being here doesn't change that. We will talk. I might talk to him.
If we do not do this, all is lost.
First, but yeah.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed.
Great. Whose fault is it?
The problem was not the stones. The problem was you.
Eat a dick.
You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Anithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
This fella and his ultimatums. But he's forgetting one thing. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could.
What?
You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
What the fuck? I don't give a shit about anything you just... What the fuck? When in 200 hours have you ever said anything so Astarian-like as that? You say assimilate Orpheus. What do you mean by that?
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
No companion other than Karlach will do it. Because she's gonna die anyway. What, so it's like I have no other... Well, I'm not taking that out. Jesus Christ, no. I've said it before, I'll say it again. What I want is to go to Avernus with her and hopefully everybody the fuck else. Like, I know that's not going to be part of the game, but I like that is the sensible answer. If she's going to die here, then she needs to go to the Hells. If she doesn't want to go to the Hells because she's going to get snapped up and turned into Zariel's puppet again, well, okay, don't go alone. It's a very, very fucking easy. Just, you know, we already went to Hell once and beat everybody we met there. We can do it again. Like, that's just it. Like, there's nothing else to it. There's 4 and there's 6. I think there is another way. We will free Orpheus.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid. Prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since. At no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
You withheld information from me at every turn.
It is true that I withheld reality. I showed Orpheus and his guards as evil beings. And I appeared to you in the form of someone you would trust. Someone who wasn't a Mind Flayer. But I am a Mind Flayer. Illusion is my language, just as words and actions are yours. Do not judge me for being true to myself. I have never judged you.
You are the reason why I'm not gonna bloody let her do that. Nor myself. Take my chances with Lae'zel's Gith, I think.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
What? Oh, you petulant little shit.
And I'm sure the Gift Prince would be glad to stretch his legs.
Wouldn't expect him to be very friendly after an eon of captivity.
Well, if you're not gonna join me, if you're not gonna give me the power, I'm going to join the fucking bad guy. Not, alright, fine, we'll free Orpheus and we'll all work together. It's true, Orpheus probably wouldn't think much of him, but like, I don't know, enemy mine. And I wonder how the Netherbrain's gonna treat him. So you've come crawling back. I'm gonna get some food before I free Orpheus. I think if I don't do that now, I'll do it too late. So we'll save here and back in with the hammer. What do you mean I long rested? Oh god, yeah, all my shit's done.
At your command.
Elementals aren't there. That's annoying.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
How did that work? Okay, well I guess I don't get to keep my level 6 slot today.
Watch your elders and learn.
Come on, let's go.
No one back home will ever believe this.
You've never freed Orpheus? You've always gone with the Emperor? Huh. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. I mean, I'm sure he'll want to kill him now because he, you know, taken a stand against us, but... I don't know, like on one hand he's a Gith and Gith can be ruthless, right? But I don't know, I feel like this... So Demon Dragon has always worked with the Emperor, the other two have never worked with the Emperor. That's funny. Yeah, I would work with the Emperor in a more evil aligned playthrough, probably one where Lae'zel stayed with Vlaakith, because then that would make sense. My... I guess one of my things, at least in this playthrough, if not in most of them, I imagine, would be I don't necessarily want to betray a companion party member. Obviously, if you're evil, you have to, but we know what Lae'zel wants to see happen here, and the Emperor isn't just keeping Orpheus imprisoned. He's saying, I'm going to eat him. If I allow that, I would imagine that the next time we saw Lae'zel, she would attack us. Or at the very least cut ties with us completely and her whole ending would be destroyed. Like, to me, there isn't a choice here. Her whole thing now is based on Orpheus. We can't not help the fucker. The plan for next time is to let Shadowheart stab Lae'zel. Okay. Yeah, sure. You can also just not free her. Like, no companion requires your custom. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some food. So what happens if you do all of that and you don't have the hammer in your inventory? I'm gonna click on this rather than use the hammer, but I assume we have to break the red crystals with it.
His eyes are unseeing, his voice silenced. But even with his mind caged, you can feel his power.
Yeah, if you dealt with Raphael, I suppose he would give you the hammer, wouldn't he?
Gods! We were so close, darling. Impossible odds.
Can't ask her about her fucking mind flayer statement. If Raphael's alive, he makes an offer to you that you have to take. Oh god, that's not good.
Don't burn yourself.
That's not good, because that'll be like extra in his favor. Well.
What's it going to take?
I have a lot on my mind. And,
in it. Hey, bud.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of illithid. You stole an unborn hatchling from my people. And you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Oh, okay, good.
You may address me as your majesty.
And you may correct yourself on the fact that we did not take that egg for any purpose other than to prevent its death. We did not give it to the evil bitch, and if we'd left it with the Kraish, it would be destroyed. You may address me with a little more courtesy. I did free you. Your honor guard attacked me. What was I supposed to do? Let's go with 3.
You should have yielded to them. They would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made.
While we bicker, the Nether Brain is executing the grand design. We need to stop it.
In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Nether Brain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Nether Brain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
Someone will need to turn into a mind flayer. Are you willing to do that?
Just as I was free, I will do it.
Oh, that's easy.
I will become illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people, I will end the grand design.
Well, I'm not bloody doing it. I am... Look. There are only two people, right? There are only two people that I am not willing to let become a Mind Flayer. Me and Karlach. So... do I have any option other than him? Because if I do, I'll take it. Gale Bomb. See, I would go with that, but the problem is Gale in here. And I don't want him to be here because I don't want to not have any of the three people I have. I think this could have been written in a way that didn't lock the bench to members of the party. Like, it should be possible for Gale to make his offer and be selected for that part of the ending without having to final party him. Similarly, I assume Karlach won't make the offer if she's not there. There should be some kind of, like, advanced base camp so that everybody who has... Like, Lae'zel should be here to talk on this subject. And yeah, she's probably not going to like this, but hey, we didn't tell him to do it. We asked, are you willing? And he said, yeah, okay. So this is the part you said you didn't like much. Blue Moon. Yeah, I mean... Shades of Dragon Age Origins here, but then again, I'm someone who generally takes the Morrigan out in that one. One of the reasons why Dragon Age Origins is the only RPG where I'd never consider running a female protagonist. Because that's got a weird quirk where you can avoid having someone do a sacrifice, but you have to be playing as a man. You don't have to romance her, but you do have to be playing as a man. I think, right? Or can Alistair do it? Anyway. Right, but I don't usually have Alistair by that point. And I'm not sure if the other option can. But if he can, sure. Oh, well. That's kinder than I remember. Of course. Well, like, the thing is, Alistair is better off not in the party at the end of Origins, because... The way for both of those individuals to turn out okay involves Alistair not being in the party. But anyway. Yeah, no, and they knew what they were doing when they gave you an out, because everybody fucking takes it. The problem with an ending like this is that it's the same problem in Fallout 3, it's the same problem in Dragon Age Origins, if you don't count the out. It's that the content is impacted by it, because they write good endings for everybody, but you have to give someone's up. And I don't want to do that and not know what it looks like. I'd rather die than tell my friend to bang someone he hates. It's for the fucking good of the world, I don't know. Yeah, Morrigan being straight is one of the strangest things about that game. But anyway, she wouldn't be if it wasn't from 2009. Yeah, in the end, I imagine a lot of people let him do this because we just met him, and, like, we don't want necessarily him to do this, but we... I guess the Karlach option... Some people will say, I can't in this playthrough, not when I want the romantic ending, right? Like, that's the whole point. That's why it has to be him. If any of the others were willing... But obviously they're not here, and I think you said no one else is, but, like, even if they were, I'd be stuck like this. I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have a way out of it. You are a true hero, I guess.
The Nether Brain will be only too pleased to claim me. Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Kartavkim crushed.
You'd think you'd at least want to keep the outfit. Oh, hang on.
All to wield these. Let us seek out the Nether Brain and finish this. Once the grand design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do. Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this illithid nightmare.
Shit. But, like... Going with the Emperor doesn't help him any better, because he gets eaten. In order for him to come out of it okay, either her or I would need to do it, and I'm not doing that.
Ready when you are.
Sure, let's not discuss it.
Back to the city. Who thinks it is time for a second bite of this brain?
To get Orpheus to accept the Gale Bomb as a plan, you first need to suggest to the Emperor that you will turn into a Mind Flayer, but later. This gives you a special tadpole that can be used later. You also then have to talk to Gale so that he mentions the bomb when Orpheus can hear. That's awkward.
You know this might be the easy part. No planning, no doubt. Just the impossible task ahead. So try to have a little fun, yes?
Back to the city.
Another step forward.
Through the portal, with haste.
Portal to High Hall. Yeah, we freed him. triumphant entrance and then, uh-oh, nearly fell over. Oh, hello. You don't have to take my word for it, but that guy you wanted freed, we got him. There was a few of you, actually, but that is the important one, right? Oh, fuck. Maybe not.
Our task is the same. Bring the nether brain down. By any means.
Orpheus is a monk? Or is that just how they do the illithid thing? Ah, so... Orpheus's job, yes. So we would, at this point, have like a full mind flayer in the party with a Gith Orpheus assistant if we picked the other option. He was a monk, but he shouldn't be monking, right?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, and hey, we're in the upper city. It seems a little unwell.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
It's dark. Chris! You held the future of the people in your hands. How dare you take our prince from us? How dare you parade around this abomination?
Was? Give Kartav Kim crush.
What?
Stand down. The true heir has spoken.
No. It can't be.
And yet it is. Orpheus took this form so we could defeat the Netherbrain.
Orpheus. My prince. What's become of you?
The grand design must be ended. A sacrifice had to be made. The duty fell to me. I am not long for this world, or any other.
What of Vlaakith? What of our liberty?
You underestimate your own people. Their imaginations have kept the name Orpheus alive for millennia. Bring them my message. Tell them my fate. Some will doubt, some will mock, but some will listen, and the spark will be lit.
Githyanki, freedom means nothing if the grand design comes to pass. We need your help, boss.
Find your nerve, my friend. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to the grand design's end. Answer to him as you would to me.
Your Majesty.
I have spoken.
As you wish. I stand at the ready.
Your friendship, your constancy. When I fell to despair, they elated me. Thank you, my friend. Shavazai.
Shavazai.
Now, to the Netherbrain. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies.
Your allies have pledged to help you. You can summon them during combat with that button. Right, but who? Because we have a giant list. Kithraki Inferno. Command the Red Dragon of Supreme Kithrak Voss to breathe a wall of fire onto the battlefield. Only once. Right, but it takes my action, or it takes the action of whoever calls.
Call and I answer.
So I guess the others will appear later, because right now we just have this.
Moving ahead.
Maybe this whole area is just a walk through all of our oncoming friends. And Nether Brain does not do things half-assed. Maybe we should have stabbed it before we killed the Chosen.
Anything of use? What's hiding here?
The corpse has no...
Dead Protector and Dead Acolyte of the Absolute.
I'll give it a shot.
Watch Citadel.
Watch Citadel,
That's what I said.
home to the protectors of Baldur's Gate.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's
Who are
Gate
you?
is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's
Oh, he's
Gate
about to die.
needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind.
Appearances may
Leia.
change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flare will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
Who's that? What the fuck?
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You've unexpected friends. But my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
Did you think I was gonna let you have all the fun? Mole looks out for her friends. Mind flayers included. And she'll have your back. Trust me.
You carried me once, friend. And now, I'll carry you.
You can count on me, little rabbit, and your squiddy friend. I thirst for the hunt.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who stand in your way.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal.
Yeah.
The City
Get
Watch
out.
will be glad to oblige me.
All the
Not
friends.
sure
And
what
Valeria.
I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest.
And Volo.
But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large.
Fuck, I thought that was
They are
Ethel for a
eager to
second.
join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us. And not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Oh, but you give me both of these and I can only click on one? Jira?
Many of you know my name. Few of you know my face. This is as it should be. I am not a hero. I am a servant. Of nature. Of balance. Of life. At this moment, I serve all of you. I buried my husband, Khalid, 100 years ago. That wound still bleeds. While I draw breath, I will not let this city bleed.
Boo is moved to tears at the beauty of these words, Jahira.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
Oh man, this room is struggling. We have a lot of buffs all of a sudden. One must remove all obstacles to follow one's destiny. Arabella's favor gives you the freedom of movement. Duke Ravengard gives you 30 temp hit points. Mole gives you Rays of Fire, reduces fire damage, and gives you an additional D4 to charisma stuff. Helpful. Volo gives you +2 to attack rolls, saves, and ability. Jesus Christ, that's the first useful thing you've ever done. And Thaniel gives you +1 to all ability scores and movement speed. Yeah, maybe not Baldur's Grace, by the way. Nah. Let Minsk's speech more. Well, what we could do is reload, cast Speak with Animals, and then go through the door again. Though that quick save is from way earlier, actually. I don't think we can go back that far. We could see Minsk's, though. I think I'd like to see both of them. And it was just one line. What do you know what the owlbear says?
They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
All right, Minsk.
There was a time when my hamster counted every boot print that I left behind me. Whether it was in snow, mud, or evil's backside. Who did this? Because he knows the heart of Minsk. And he knew that a part of it was all those many steps behind us. In Rashomon, at home, Minsk could never count as high as Boo. So the number of steps soon became too large for him to hold in his head. Too large and too sad. But now Minsk knows the number. The number is none. Because Baldur's Gate is my home. And it will not fall while Minsk and Boo still stand.
You are still full of surprises, Ranger. I could not have said it better. But now that it is said, it is time. Swords, not words. Butt kicking for goodness.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
Are my actual party here, or is it just Halsin? Yeah, no, it's just Halsin. That's weird. Alright. I mean, I know why. Like, he wasn't meant to be an NP. Like, he wasn't meant to be a companion. Like, this was his original role. He was one of the, basically the same level as all these guys, but then apparently after he was... At some point in early access, they decided to promote him because everybody liked him or something. Evil Shadowheart can be here. Right, because she'd represent the Sharans. I imagine Viconia could also be here. If you sell Shadowheart out. Well, if you're evil, there'd be less people here by a long stretch. But I know that Viconia can be. Are there any other fun ones that can show up if you're, like, full bastard? Be a much more awkward environment. Fuck off, Ethel! Right, but does she have her human face or not? Because, like, again, the fact that every old lady has this same face model is really awkward. That is just Ethel with an axe. Anyway, we need to cast Speak with Animals. We have Speak with Animals. That was a screech. Well, Guan, are you familiar with him talking in that line? Or are we just speculating that he should have? She? Does anybody know for sure if I missed a line there? Because I have the spell. What we know for sure is that I have the spell. Anyway, we need to talk to everybody. This can take a while. do Minsk and Jaheira have things to say relevant to this room? Because I get the impression... Because remember when we walked in, Minsk and Jaheira were for some reason already in here, and then me, Karlak, and Orpheus walked in? I think that they are here, even if they're not in your team, because they're on the ally list. So that's sensible. I guess Minthara is the one who stands out as not being there, but of course we didn't recruit her normally. If you side with the goblins in Act 1, I wonder if Minthara is a representative in this room. Because, like, the difference is that, yeah, the bonus companions are the ones that are here. The origins aren't. Unless you bring them. That makes sense. Anyway. So I guess, yeah, so the random dude is there so that there's someone to anchor it around who will always be there. Who the hell is Cole the Red? When did I make friends with a kobold? I don't think he spoke either. Anyway. We'll get around it. We'll talk to everybody. But everybody else is conditional. Except Withers, I imagine. Withers would have to be guaranteed. But also, I don't think he's going to help. I think he's going to watch. Anyway.
What's up for discussion?
Let's go! Let's go! Want to bite?
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Alright, so let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at these ally summons that we have. Summon Floric's personal guard, highly defensive warriors who can hold their own in melee. Floric's cohort. Dismissed until resummoned but can't be summoned again if they're killed. Summon the Iron Hands to damage and debilitate with thrown grenades. Grenadiers. Watch me not use, like, hardly any of these, because I don't like getting NPCs into danger and I can solve my own shit. I like the idea of this more than the execution. Hunt Wardens. Summon monster hunters to hinder enemies while slipping in and out of the front lines. Silver Harp Squadron. Elite Harper Archers. So those, yeah, Jaheira represents them. Range support from your back ranks. Guildmaster Keen's Fixers. 2 elite assassin mercenaries for the guild's ranks. Hellrider Platoon. Zevlor's Hellriders to smite foes and support the frontline allies. Do the actual people show up or just their mooks? I hope it's just mook. If it's mooks, then I'm more willing to use it. If the people show up, I don't want to put them in danger. I don't want to, like, I remember when I played Oblivion when I was a kid, and like the NPCs that are like on your side at the start of the game, Joffrey and back before that name was a dirty word, and Boris, they both just invariably get themselves killed during the main quest. Because as soon as the game takes their essential tag off and has them participate in a battle, they'll lose the first fight they have. I remember I like came out of an Oblivion gate and just found the monk lying dead on the ground, and I'm like, well, that sucks. Zevlor summons himself. Don't summon the Hellriders. Good shit. Summon some of the City Watch's great weapon fighters. I don't know who gives me that. Maybe it's the random guy, because this is the Upper City Guard, so they'd be here all the time. Balm of the Moon Maiden. Isabel will offer a furtive prayer to Selune, healing... Okay, so that doesn't summon her. That just is a healing spell on her that she uses. Sword of the Silverlight will summon Dame Aelin, but the thing is, she's immortal, so I reckon if she dies, she doesn't. Am I correct? Maybe Shadowheart could kill her, but I don't think anything else can. Hellstalker Yurgir, the Orthon, he will show up personally, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not going to click on anything that's going to put someone in danger. So, yeah, Aelin I probably wouldn't click on either. But we could use the heal. Although Yurgir's pretty good at hiding. Battle-ready Owlbear. Yeah, see, like, you're cute, but I'm not going to put you in danger. That's amazing. And this one relies on both Dammon and the Owlbear cub, which is interesting, because they're not linked in any real way. Summon Zlorb. The strange ox. Oh, the watch is from Valeria. That makes sense. Oh, that's true. Yurgir would live. You're right. Roland's Firestorm. Call upon Roland, freed from the limitations of Loroaken, to unleash a fiery barrage from the heights of Ramazith's tower. That is a lot of fucking damage. And then there's there's Voss. Roland we might use. Anyway, how are you doing? Definitely not Jurgle.
Dost thou need my services?
What a time to toss out the party and replace them with hirelings.
If thou art ready, proceed to seal fate's image with thy final stitch.
Even I was surprised by how well the owlbear would take to the potions. Just look at it. Glorious little creature. Well, not so little anymore.
I wouldn't be here without you. It's time I repaid the favor.
I do have a question once we talk to everybody in here. Because we have about 20 minutes on today's stream, right? I think the best thing to do is to try and finish this game on Friday. Next stream. Right? But the question is, would the stopping point be after I finish talking to everybody here, or would there be stuff I could do that isn't gonna lock me into... the final stretch. Because finishing early sounds somewhat sad, but I also want to make sure I'll probably just clear Friday out and be like, okay, Friday will go as late as we need to. Let's talk and then step out so they all vanish and stop taking up game resources. Well, that's a good idea. Right, so I should probably not. 4 hours is presumably enough time to finish the game, and if it isn't, I will just do an extra long stream on Friday, and then Saturday can pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, if I end up streaming for 6 hours on Friday, I'll just take Saturday off. Who else do we speak? Do we speak to Arabelle?
You lot have been good to me. Now, let's show this brain who's boss.
Barkus is hiding behind the entire owlbear. Right.
Never thought our first meeting would land us here. Of all places. But here we are.
Does Loroaken show up here if you side with him and fuck over Aelin and Roland and all that?
You have the full force of Ramazith's tower and its dashing master at your side, my friend. Let us finish this.
What the fuck, Zevlor? For some reason he's not audible or getting a dialogue window.
My flames will be ready. Simply say the word, and the skies shall rain fire.
They each have 2 lines, I guess.
Ready, strong, bite!
I'm ready to pay back my debts to you, friend. All of them.
You lot have been...
That's the same one.
Who knew we'd make it this far? I'm behind you. Or wherever you need me to be, really. Lead on.
Miss Aura, God.
stand ready to help you, as you helped us. Now this will be a fight worth having.
Who the fuck are you?
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smarts to sneaks in. The Skelly boy said I could stay if I sold you stuff. So hurry up. Bye, bye, bye.
You do know there's about to be a huge battle, right?
Really? Oh, don't you go getting chopped up. I need customers.
Let me see what you have. Great big dollop of fuck all.
Don't go dying. I'll be real mad.
There's also a bunch of shit here that is... like... Who gets mad if I steal this? This room is full of my powerful friends.
Smells like violence all round. Smoke. Blood. Tears. This will be a good hunt. Hurry on and start the attack.
Sure thing.
I'm here for the killing, not talking. Begin the attack.
I know that a few people are marked with vendor, but they're not actually vendors. Like Barkus is. Damon is. It's the usual ones. Mole, I guess. No? Yes. The Broodmother's necklaces are dropped from Karga.
Aren't you glad you helped me into the city? Oh, the bloodbaths I've enjoyed.
Wait, what?
And now, the greatest one of all. Let's go have some fun!
Have you been murdering people in the city?
Come on! I'm hungry. Let's go rend some flesh.
Press on. This will all be over soon, and then... My gods, I'm having something very strong indeed.
Yes, her name's Aelin. One question. Where's the bloody Gandalf wannabe? If flippin' Volo can be here, why is Elminster content to just tell Gale to go fucking suicide bomb, and then he goes and sits at home with his feet up? Like, where's our Elminster boon?
We face the greatest evil our realm has known, and we do it together. On your word, the sword of Selûne will fall upon our foes. We face the greatest evil our...
Heroics first, stories later, and in that spirit after you. Funny how some of these people are just a little bit broken.
Today, we take back the city.
We are cancelling the apocalypse.
My weapon is yours. You need only call.
Don't want to get that outfit of yours dirty, it's too good.
Come on. Speeches are done. All that's left is the doing.
Didn't wipe your face before you turned up, eh?
Come on.
Onwards. There is no reason to linger here.
What if I wanted you in my party?
Onwards.
The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get a pint. Assuming there's an inn still standing.
Have courage, my friend. Your victory is assured.
Keen can be replaced by a gent if you side with them, and of course Barkus, yeah, can be replaced by Wolverine. Or what if
I knew I was in for something exciting from the moment we first met. Don't disappoint me now.
the Gur would be replaced by Evil Astarion? Yeah, I imagine that the presence of Sharans isn't necessarily replacing anybody, though it probably replaces Aelin. No, because if you have Shadowheart turn Selûnite but then sell her out, you would have Viconia and Aelin, I imagine. But anyway. The other option as far as Barkus and Wulbren, I assume, would be if you have a Gondian there. If you don't have Barkus available, possibly because you windmill yeeted him, but you do end up siding with the Gondians in Act 3, right? Because, like, what if you don't even save Wulbren? Then there's still got to be Gondians at the Foundry. No? That's weird.
Have courage, my friend.
I'm glad you're here. The Illithid, too. Though it'll take some getting used to.
Come on! I've not got all day, and you certainly haven't.
That's everybody except for the ones walking around with us, I believe.
We can do this, darling. We're nearly there.
Your forces are not insubstantial. Deploy them at the correct moment, and we may yet triumph.
Fuck, I'm sorry he had to do that.
I am the first to speak ill of this city. But I never wish to see it burning like this. Come. We are not beaten yet.
You have made some fine friends along your way. Each one a sword for the fight, a heart for your cause, and a boot for evil's underbelly. Minsk and Boo are honored to be counted among them.
Right.
If not over, then through.
Orders. By orders of the High Constable and Master of Walls, Osmerl Havenack, the Watch Citadel is to be immediately refurbished and stocked just so. A change of plans has meant that we are to host this month's obligation of the Patriarchs. See to it that I am not embarrassed like last time. P.S. If any of you even smelled the wine before our guests arrived, I will personally have you flogged. You know, I think priorities may have changed on that one. And indeed, as soon as I left the room, every single last one of them, except for the three that are guaranteed to be there, I guess, all disappear.
No traps, please.
Thus game resources are saved. Yeah, it's probably for the best that we I'll head to that healing thing. But it's probably for the best that we stop here and give ourselves a full day to do the final stretch of the game. The time of the Patriarchs is over. For generations, the Patriarchs have been filling their pockets while letting the city fall into decay. Some Patriarchs have recognized their mistakes and are willingly donating their fortunes to support the city. But others, more selfish, right? But others, more selfish, deserve to be stripped of their privileges. A system with a single incorruptible ruler. Gortash is the answer to a fair society. Yeah, well. See how things actually... Oh, okay, this is the same building, right. I completely didn't notice there was a second floor. Because there isn't. It's a tower. Hi.
Still on my feet.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Thank God that I tried to swap to me, and I did that thing where I clicked in the wrong spot, and I was about to... Thank God that was a throw, because that then had an extra click.
Another fight. Let's go.
This is gonna feel good.
Now, it's probably a good thing we had that little combat just now, because that means we got to turn Calderwake back on, and we got to re-equip Karlach's proper throwing weapon.
Can't keep me out.
Fuck it, one more lockpick. Why not? But yeah, that's the plan. We're going to try and do everything on Friday. If it takes longer than we have scheduled, that's okay. Consider Saturday's stream to be a heavy maybe, depending on whether Baldur's Gate has 2 hours in it or 6.
Dragons! Overhead! Stay low.
Imagine dragons. We'll have to, because I cannot fucking see them. Oh, there they are. Fucking absolutists.
I hope.
Only a Sith, you know. Alright. I'll stop here. I'll head up the stairs on Friday. My God, we're actually finishing this. That's so weird. This game just feels like a fact of my life. Most people go through that gate. There is another way forward that is more secret. This way. Or this way. Well, there's definitely side paths. We'll take a look. Next stream, there shall be butt kicking for goodness. Fare thee well.